5 on your side follow-up on a realty company that stopped paying its bills. It's also stopped responding to tenants who are living in dirty and dangerous apartments. There's now a call for the Missouri Attorney General to step in. Our Chris Davis has discovered the company is still operating, but just barely. And he joins us live at the Southwest Crossing Complex in South St. Louis. Chris?
Well, Ann, one of the biggest issues we've heard from the very beginning is that this company is incredibly slow to respond to really serious maintenance requests. We actually had a chance to talk to an employee here at the apartment complex who asked to remain anonymous, but tells us there's a simple explanation: because the corporate office fired the maintenance staff weeks ago.
Like the toilet was leaking for 2-3 months.
My air conditioner don't work, the heat barely works.
Two different residents at Southwest Crossing find themselves at a crossroads.
I'm paying too much money for nothing.
After dealing with structural issues too many to even mention, both have decided to pack up.
My house is in jeopardy. I'm not about to stay.
And they aren't the only ones. An employee with TEH Realty tells me 10% of all of their residents have moved out in the last week or plan to do so.
We got a couple more weeks here, but we moved everything else, took our stuff away from her.
TEH evidently is in serious financial trouble. Their website is down, staffing slashed, and the ones that remain haven't been paid in more than a month. Their water service technically should be shut off, but the city of St. Louis has left it on to help out the residents. All of these problems make it hard for Robert to even consider paying rent.
All they want is money.
State Senator Jamila Nasheed is now stepping into the fray. She sent a letter to Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt earlier this week demanding an investigation. A spokesperson for the AG tells 5 on Your Side their Consumer Protection Division is seeking to mediate resolutions between tenants and TEH, but stopped short of confirming an investigation. Jared has already decided he won't stick around long enough to see what happens next. What would be your message to other residents that are sticking around here?
Get out. Get out as soon as you can, because you don't know what the next move is.
Now, this isn't the only reason why TEH is in hot water. They have another property on the other side of town. A contractor is now suing that property for work they say they were not paid for. I actually talked to that contractor who's based out of Kansas City over the phone this afternoon. They say they did $100,000 worth of work in which they've only been paid a fraction of that amount, and they say being out of that money has seriously jeopardized their own business. Now, we should note, as far as we know, TEH Realty has not filed for bankruptcy, but we'll keep an eye on it, Mike and Ann.
All right, Chris, thanks.